welcome back, Beards and Dragons fans. Today we have something a little bit different for you. What Jet and I are going to do today is we are going to go through our top 3 most anticipated new games for next year. How are you doing today, Jet?
I'm doing good. I had a hard time picking 3, actually. I'm not that excited for a lot of the games.
Oh, I had a hard time picking only 3.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. If I had looked deeper, I'm sure I would have found some like indie games I'm excited for, but I think I picked 3 good ones that I'm excited for. So
yeah, I have a lot of games that are I want to play this game, but I don't want to. I'm not so excited, like super hyped for that one.
Yeah, I get that. I picked 3 that I'm pretty hyped for. Like, I think all 3 of these will be like on the day they release. I'll buy them, if not pre-buy. So. Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're going to get into my number 3 most anticipated game. It is Forspoken, and this comes out January 24th. And
I would have thought that it would have been a little bit higher on your list.
Well,
you seemed very excited.
I am very excited for it, but the next 2 games are number 2 and number 1 are much higher on the list because I'm more hyped for them.
Okay. I forgot that Square Enix is making it.
Yes.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats.
Well, it's number 3 on the list because, cats.
Cats, yeah.
If it was a dog, it'd be number 1 for sure.
Guys.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
What the actual fuck?
I think that's a fair use of the F-bomb when you get isekai'd.
I think so, yeah. I mean, out of all the times I'd use it, that seems like a pretty good one.
Whoa, wait, stop!
Just dive back through.
I think it'd be kind of funny if she had her hand in the hole when it's shut and she doesn't have a hand.
Just chopped off her hand,
yeah.
all Doctor Strange style, yeah.
Where on earth is this?
Looking at that world, it kind of looks like...
Who's there?
And technically not Earth.
Final Fantasy 15 with the spiral thing.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself, I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
That voice sounds very familiar.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're doing a huge emphasis on like traversal gameplay, so that's cool.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there was a line.
And I've tried to avoid a ton of story spoilers and stuff on this one just because
you're the one that's planning
I
on
want
facing off with Sylar.
Enjoy it.
Tanta Sylar
Yeah,
is the
I haven't even
strongest
watched
and
the
most
trailer yet,
formidable
so
of all the Tantas.
That's
You
cool.
would be doing Outland a great service by killing her.
Is this going to be a PlayStation exclusive?
It is PlayStation, PC, and I think that might be it. PlayStation and PC.
Okay.
It is coming out on Windows.
No
like
name
Steam,
for a
though.
demon.
Yeah.
I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
That's a cool looking helmet.
Spring 2022. January 24th, 2023 is apparently spring 2022.
No, yeah.
It got pushed back, so.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
A lot of games did.
It did. Well, that is number 3 for me. So do you want to do your number 3, Jet?
Sure, I can do that. So this is my number 3. I'm very excited for it, but yeah. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I love the Assassin's Creed games, and this one seems to be going back to what Assassin's Creed is about. So I'm hopeful
Hunting
for this one.
wins.
Yes, no. It's supposed to be much more story focused and smaller open world, and much more emphasis on like stealth, which I'm happy about.
Vendor's bargain. Tea is poured.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close.
Basim was in Valhalla, I think.
Okay, so yeah, they're the two
The dark-haired man
like Middle
snatched the
Eastern
coin
guys that
purse
you
from the
meet?
vendor's waist, but guards
Yes.
pursue him.
I'm going to turn that down a
At the
little bit.
ceremony,
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk?
So yeah, he's one of the two Middle Eastern guys, and this is his, I guess,
the dark-haired man
origin.
takes a
I don't
heated
know,
blade. In ancient
but I
Baghdad,
think it
he
plays,
flees the guards
takes
to a
place
darkened
in
tower.
Baghdad.
He pulls a market stall down behind
So.
him, tripping a guard. A guard swings a sword at the dark-haired man as he tries to climb a city wall, but falls to the ground. The guard backhands him as others surround him. 2 of the 3 guards drop to the ground with knives protruding from their backs. A hooded dark-haired assassin swings down.
Like
from
this
the
looks a lot
scaffolding,
like the trailer
taking
for
out the
Assassin's
remaining
Creed
guard.
1.
Then out of the dark.
If you just showed me the video and
In
told
a
me it was a
darkened
Prince of
tower,
Persia
he
game, I
appears
would
bearded and wearing an assassin's hood as she helps him up.
disagree with
He
you
blocks her blade
either.
as she swings at
Looks
him.
very
They
Prince of
block and
Persia-ish.
duck one another's blows
Yeah.
out onto
Aside from the
Well, that's what
Assassin's
Assassin's Creed
Surrounding unfinished
started
tower.
out as, was the
He
Prince of
pursues her
Persia
to an
spin-off.
edge. He smirks, then lunges. She
Okay.
twists behind him, then pushes
Did you
him
not know
over
that?
I
the
did not
edge.
know that.
And from
But it makes
the
sense.
Yeah, it started off as a Prince of Persia spin-off, but then they realized that they wanted to go a darker
She
direction
covers
for it,
embers.
so
He lowers the heated blade over
in a
his
more
left
historical
hand. She gazes
setting.
towards him.
Yeah.
He grimaces. He clutches his hand.
Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
Standing on a tower, he overlooks sprawling Baghdad. Soldiers escort a nobleman past beggars.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent.
Missing a ring finger, the dark-haired man reaches out.
I feel like I don't care how tough you are, cutting
He
off your
impales
finger
3
with
soldiers
a
with a hidden blade.
super hot knife like that would
Compromise the brotherhood.
The nobleman
it would
points as his
make you
soldiers
at
charge
least
the
wince.
dark-haired
He didn't
man,
even
who
wince.
throws a smoke bomb.
Which
The
one
air
was
fills
it?
with
Was it
red smoke,
Bayek
then fades
or
to reveal the dark-haired man as he
Valhalla?
kills 2 more
That
men.
the
Soldiers
main
chase
character
after
was just
him.
like, yeah, I'm not
He
cutting my
glances
finger
at a
off.
hawk flying overhead, then climbs onto a rooftop.
Bayek
Soldier
got his finger
collapses
cut
from
off
poisonous
on
gas.
well, like he
2 remaining
accidentally cut his
soldiers
off
rush
when he
the
used the hidden
nobleman down an
blade,
alley to a courtyard.
and he cut his own finger off with that on accident.
Yeah.
Soldier hurls flaming material from a fire at the
I think it was
assassin, who
Valhalla
dodges it.
where they were just like,
The
we'll
assassin
just
uses
wear
the
this
second
ring
soldier as a
instead.
human
Well,
shield
they
before stabbing
told
the
like
first.
I did play with the female
From this
main
day
character, but it's
forward,
like they
nobleman
told her
tries to
it's like, oh, you
flee.
have to cut your
You
finger
are
off as a sign of whatever.
one.
The
She's like,
dark-haired
I'm not
man
doing
drops
that.
down in front of the
Took the
nobleman,
blade,
who
hidden
swings a
blade,
knife
just
wildly. The
went.
nobleman checks his waist as the assassin throws a golden mask.
I
to the
don't think I
ground.
got
He
far
hurls
enough
sand back
into it
at
where
the
they
assassin,
actually
who
become an
ducks it.
assassin.
The assassin
Like
twists
I
behind him
have
and
all
puts
the
a blade
have
to
the
his neck.
assassin gear. I just haven't
Title: Assassin's Creed Mirage.
had any kind of
In a
trial
realm
or
of
anything.
shadows, the assassin looks up from the
Yeah, they
nobleman.
kind of skipped that part.
Wreathed in
I've-
gray smoke, a ghoulish
well, I'm
creature
halfway
stares
through the
back at
game,
him.
and they kind of.
Yeah.
I think they went with the whole route of that the
Assassin's
character
Creed Mirage
refuses
coming
to do it,
2023.
and
Yeah.
therefore that's why they're like, we're tired of doing this every game, so we don't have to do it this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my number 3.
Is this the other one? Because I would have guessed, if I would have thought about it, I would have guessed this one.
This is the one that I didn't think you were going to get, probably.
Okay. Huh. So I wonder what number 2 is then.
Nope. So yeah, that is my number 3.
Well, my number 2 game is one you may have guessed yet. It is Final Fantasy 16.
Yes.
Comes out
I'm
June 22nd, and the reason that this game is number 2 and not number 1 is that I just don't know if it's going to be a good Final Fantasy or if it's going to be another, 13, 15 kind of thing. Where it's Final Fantasy, but it's not a Final Fantasy.
right, yeah. Like Final Fantasy is turn-based. Like I love 15. It was a great game, but it didn't
is.
really feel like a Final Fantasy game.
And
Kind of the same way that I think Black Flag is a great game, but it's not a good Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, I mean, to the same sense, though, you could say that Black Flag and Valhalla are both kind of in that vein, because in Valhalla, the character is like, I'm not really an assassin, I'm doing this because your interests align with mine, but I'm not really one of you.
Oh, I think that about all three of the new ones. Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla. I love playing them, but I don't feel like they're the best Assassin's Creed games. I think they peaked at Brotherhood and then went down.
I do love Black Flag, though.
No, it's a great game. It is a fantastic game. I just don't think it's a great Assassin's Creed.
The sea shanties make that game, and let's give credit where credit's due.
No, absolutely. Those are very nice.
Okay. So, one of the main themes in Final Fantasy 16 is the big giant summon things. So the main character is, his brother is tied to the, I can't remember what they call them, icons, I think, but it's Phoenix, which is the royal family's thing. So his younger brother has that, and everybody expected him to get it, but it's, I guess it's, you know, the monster chooses the people kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
The Iron Kingdom forged in faith.
And so each numbered Final Fantasy takes place in a different world, right?
Correct. Well,
okay.
Correct.
Or the Kingdom of Waloed. Indomitable.
Unless it's like, you know, 13-2, that kind of
yes.
stuff.
Swallows more of the realm with each passing day. And as the fringes
Final Fantasy 12 and Tactics take place in the same world.
From a single
okay.
And then 14 kind of goes to all the other worlds, but...
But 14 was online only,
it is.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
The Imperial army will march upon Rosaria.
It looks beautiful.
And from the slaughter shall a new shadow rise. To fall upon the dominants, painting their destinies black as night.
That's kind of cool looking castle.
It looks kind of like Gondor, just like split with ice.
Is it ice or is it crystal? Could be crystal.
It could be. Maybe it's crystal meth.
The Dalmatian Republic, home of puppy dogs.
To leave us to die when our bodies are
I like him. I don't know anything about him, but I like him.
He looks like the dude from Origins.
He looks like a
Chaos.
cheap knockoff of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Just a human.
They just gave Jack from Origins steroids.
Yeah. Kill Chaos.
It is you who shall bow to me.
He did.
Loser.
You got blood on your kid.
Imagine not even putting that much of a fight.
Well, I'm assuming that
A reckoning is upon
when his dad or whoever gets killed, that's when Phoenix comes out.
Yeah.
I was correct.
That looks like Tokyo Ghoul kind of stuff.
A little bit. Also a good game.
Was there a Tokyo Ghoul game?
Oh, no, not Tokyo Ghoul. I was thinking Tokyo Ghostwire.
No, I'm thinking Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. My ex made me watch it while we were still together, and it's one of the few good things that I can say about her, was that she made me watch that.
Yeah.
So it's not turn-based.
It is not. I was going to say, it's like the only downside so far looking at it is that it's not turn-based.
Yeah. And to be fair, like, I honestly prefer action RPGs over turn-based. But when I think Final Fantasy, I do think turn-based.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Persona 5 has shown that you can do a good turn-based game now.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Just, you got to do it right.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort.
And as long as the world feels like Final Fantasy and the story is good, which it looks to be good, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would have thought this one would be number 1.
Yeah, no, this is number 2 for me. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For people that don't know, Zelda is my favorite game series and all, like, just overall. While Assassin's Creed 2 is my favorite game of all time, I think the Zelda series has had a much more... It's had a bigger impact on my gaming life. And I've played just about every single one, and I love all of them. So I'm really excited about this one. So
that makes me wonder what your number 1 is. Because I was expecting this to be your number 1. So
yeah.
Huh. Link.
So there's 7.
Sorry.
There are 7 tiers on the tapestry, so I'm guessing that means there's going to be 7 dungeons with tiers that we have to get.
Is it tiers or tears?
I always thought it was Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. Yeah, that makes slightly more sense than Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying that you get to go underneath Hyrule in this one, so Tears would also make sense. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, I am excited. That kind of looks like our logo.
It does a little bit, yeah. As long as they get a little bit more emphasis on the story than they did in Breath of the Wild.
I'm thinking they will, but... So yeah, May 12th. That is definitely going to be a pre-buy, pre-download, play it as soon as it comes out.
I will also probably do that. It's just not on my top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never actually pre-downloaded a game like they let you do. That it unlocks at midnight.
I've done it a couple of times. I think the last God of War, the first Norse one, I pre-bought because I just saw a trailer and was like, oh, that looks cool, and I bought it, and then it was like 3 days before it came out and it pre-downloaded, but
gotcha.
Okay.
So this is your number 1.
My number 1. And do you want to just go straight into number 1, or is there anything else that's kind of coming out but it's not quite top 3? Because I got a bunch.
Yeah, if you want to go over a couple of your honorable mentions, I can go over mine after.
Yeah, mine's kind of, I have like Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 Remake. Diablo 4. And then the Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 is coming out in December, I think. But a couple of these were like, I don't quite have a firm release date, so it's like I can't get too super excited. Alan Wake 2 I'm super excited about. I love that game. But.
Okay. So for me, it would be Wolong Fallen Dynasty. I'm really excited for that one. It looks kind of like a Souls-like, and I've gotten into those lately, so I'm excited for that. Blood Bowl 3. I played the second one with a friend a good bit and loved it. And then last one is probably the Resident Evil 4 remake, just because I haven't played Resident Evil 4, but that looks really good, so I'm wanting to play it.
Resident Evil 4 is definitely one of the better ones. I think the Resident Evil 2 remake kind of tops it as the best Resident Evil game. But
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 was there. The only downside to that is that I don't know if they'll fix it in the remake, but there's a part of the game where you have to do a protect quest.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
the AI for her is just terrible.
One more honorable mention though is going to be the Suicide Squad game. That might end up being the only other game I end up like pre-buying.
Is that made by the people that did like the Marvel's Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy? Is it going to be like that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they said it's going to be like a team looter shooter kind of thing.
Okay. I played most of Avengers and all of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I really liked them. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't have all the microtransactions that Avengers had, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, I deal with it just because it's like I don't really care about having 157 different skins for the characters.
I think the biggest issue with the Avengers thing was that they released the game basically unfinished.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it just recently got to a point where it could be considered a full game.
Yes.
That was the biggest issue with it. So if they don't do that, then I think it's
Guardians of the Galaxy was a much more complete game.
Yes, I have played about half of it. I need to go back and finish it.
I use Wiimote, so I beat it. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and for my number one, it is Hogwarts Legacy. Growing up, I love reading Harry Potter. The movies are decent, but I love reading the books. So having something like this where it's apparently it's open world, it's it's not really the main character, so they can kind of do whatever with the story. It doesn't have to. It's not shoehorned. It's like, oh, you have to do this thing because that's what the book does.
Save your life shouldn't be unforgivable.
And then I don't know the level of it, but you can be good or evil.
Will be able to avoid dark magic forever.
Okay.
What do we do now?
It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Headmaster.
I'm ready.
Crucio!
It's Cthulhu.
You've made your choice.
So is Crucio the dark magic stuff?
Yes, it's one of the three unforgivables. So it's pain. Crucio is pain. The other one's Imperio, which is control, and then death. It's like those are the three unforgivables.
Gotcha. Yeah, my knowledge of Harry Potter is the demo for Lego Harry Potter. So
Okay. Littering End.
and the Gollum ripoff. Dobby.
Hell, he is not a Gollum ripoff.
Nah, he's a Gollum ripoff.
No. House elves are not.
Yeah.
Gollum is the bad guy.
Gollum's not a bad guy. He's a puppet. He was used.
Dobby's a good guy. Straight up.
Debatable.
Weak character, maybe, not a Gollum ripoff. I will fight you on that one.
All right, so do you want to take any last guesses of what my number one is?
Honestly, I would have guessed Assassin's Creed, and I would have guessed Zelda as your number one. So
You have no
I got
clue?
nothing at the moment.
All right, be ready to be shocked.
Am I going to be shocked?
Probably not.
Oh, nope. Yep. I didn't.
Not shocked?
Nope. I didn't see that one on the list when I went through. So, does that one have a firm release date?
I think
February
it does.
24th. I just missed that one.
Yes.
When I was looking through. Otherwise, I would have said that one. Yeah, for sure.
I think Octopath Traveler was the first RPG that I played that really got me hooked on that kind of gameplay.
Yes.
Because like it is a good starting point, but at the same time it is kind of grindy, and I get that, but I enjoy that about it. So I loved the first game. I beat it for the first time not too long ago, but I've already played it again.
Okay.
Since then.
So when I'm looking through the opera thing, on the left side of Octopath Traveler 2 is the Atelier Ryza 3, which I don't know why they're making a third sequel to that game, but okay. And then Scars Above, which I have Scars Above on my honorable mentions because I was like, I just watched the trailer and I was like, that looks kind of cool.
Yeah. The Atelier Ryza thing isn't the second and first one got really well reviewed, didn't they?
I played the first one, so in my video games and my anime, I like to listen to it in English. So the Atelier games prior to Ryza all have English dubbing, and then for some unknown reason, as the games got more popular, they stopped doing English dubbing.
Oh, and makes sense. Yeah.
I kind of like, I don't know if I jive with that.
Yeah.
But I have the first one, I've just never beaten it.
I gotcha.
Introducing a brand new game in the Octopath Traveler series.
And once again, the game looks beautiful. That was a huge draw of the first one.
To the land of Celestia.
With that, we could realize a world without conflict, without bloodshed.
I'm going to become a star and bring smiles to people's faces, just like Mama.
I'm hitting the road.
And the music in these games are really good too.
The man who took everything from me shall die by my hand.
Not again. Not this stench. The stench of blood.
Doubt is what I do.
Leave the hunting to me. We'll have...
That was another thing I liked about the game, was that the characters weren't all like, oh, these battle-hardened warriors. You had like just a bunch of random people, and it was awesome.
Each traveler's path action differs between day and night.
I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Octopath Traveler 2 launches on Nintendo Switch February 24th, 2023.
Probably to the end of the game would be my guess. Okay, so
yeah, that's my number one. I kind of probably weren't expecting that, but
if I would have seen it on the list across, I would have.
Yeah.
But I forgot that was coming out.
The biggest thing I hope they fix is giving the player better side quests.
Yeah. Yes.
Because in the first one, they had tons of side quests, but they were all basically like, hey, find this item and then talk to me again. And you know, I would like better side quests than that. But at the same time, the story was amazing for all 8 of the characters. The music is fantastic. And I am extremely excited for this game.
I also may not have gotten far enough in the game, but so the point I got in the game, it didn't seem like the side quests were all that necessary. Like, I didn't feel like I was getting anything out of the side quests, which is a problem in some RPGs where it's just like, why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. I'm going to skip doing all of them.
As you got further into the game, there were a few things like, hey, if you want this really good weapon, that this is the only place you can get it, you can either spend like 30,000 gold, it was a lot more than that, but like a ton of gold, or you can do this quest.
Okay.
So
one nitpicky point I would add on there is watching that trailer. And this is just me playing RPGs all my life. I feel like they might not be doing a ton new with the game, which means you have to have a really good story to back that up.
Yes, I noticed that, yeah.
Because that was one of my problems with Shadow of War, is that there wasn't, gameplay-wise, there is nothing new in that game, so it's like, if the story doesn't back it up, it's kind of, why am I playing this again? I just got done with that game. Why am I playing this again? But it looks beautiful. I love that retro-y art style.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it.
March 3rd, The Last of Us Part 1 comes out on PC, which I might like to play on the channel. I love The Last of Us. Loved it. That game was so good. Sadly, Part 2 is not as good, but it is what it is.
Can we have a most anticipated DLC for the next year?
Sure.
Because I'm really hyped for the Dead Cells Castlevania DLC.
Yes.
Because I love Castlevania, and Dead Cells is a really fun game. So those two combined, I'm really excited for it. I really, really want there to be a new Castlevania game soon. But I'm not holding my breath.
I would kind of put it in that kind of same category. The Persona 3 re-release is up there for me because I love Persona 5. Persona 4 is really good, and you can't really play Persona 3 anymore because it's on PSP, and the emulator for that kind of is janky.
Is it?
It's a little bit janky. There's another re-release of a Fatal Frame game, which those are fantastic.
Yes,
I love Fatal Frame games. Those games scare the bejeebus out of me in a good way.
I still haven't played any of them.
Dead Space just gives me like heart palpitations. Fatal Frame is like it's genuinely like I don't know where this thing is coming from because it's ghosts, so they come out of the floor and junk, and you'll go into a room and it'll change the music, and you're like, okay, there's a ghost here, and then sometimes there's a ghost there, but sometimes there's not a ghost there, and it just changes the music to mess with you. And it's like, so you get all like hyped up and you're like, oh my goodness. Dead Space just scares me. I like I like the look of the remake that they're making, but one, I don't know why they're remaking that already. Two, that game scares me.
Yes.
So
yeah, those were our top picks.
Yes. And you know, there's a lot coming out next year that looks really, really good. I think 23 is going to be much better than 22.
Yes, I think 2003 is probably going to be like the 2008 of gaming, because 2008 has some really good games too.
What came out that year?
Isn't that when GTA 5 came out, the first Arkham game?
Oh dear God, has it been that long? No, I think GTA 5 came out in 2013.
No, it hasn't been that long, has it?
Longer than 2008?
I mean, no, that's not what I meant. Like, it hasn't been that amount of time. Like, I thought it would have been longer than that. Maybe, but for some reason I just remember 2008. Like, I'll see games and be like, oh yeah, it came out 2008. I think
GTA 5 came out September of 2013.
I thought it was a lot older than that.
No. 2013, well, that's 10 years, and they have not come out with 6 yet.
True.
And they're fixing to... they're either fixing to, or they've done a PS5 version of this game.
So it was Grand Theft Auto 4 that came out 2008.
Okay.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out then. Far Cry 2. You have a bunch of Rock Band games. Mario Kart Wii, fantastic game. Left 4 Dead. So there are some good games.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, anyway. Joe, you have anything else that you have planned?
No, that was kind of it. I just wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
And if I can figure out how to make the YouTube work, this will get released on the New Year's Day.
All right, cool. I'm sure you can do it.
I'll figure something out.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, you all have some games that you're excited for too. And yeah, I guess we will all see you next time.
We'll try to play at least one of those 6 games on the channel.
Yes, I plan. I think I'm gonna do the Assassin's Creed game on the channel. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure about the Zelda game because I want to do those in order, and that would be way down the timeline. But maybe we'll break it. I don't know.
I don't know if the timing with what we're recording will work, but I wanted to do Forspoken. Yeah. But I might just wait and just do Final Fantasy. Like, heck it, I'm doing Final Fantasy 16.
If you guys haven't gathered, our recording schedule is very not scheduled at all.
Yeah.
It is like, it's us texting each other frantically the day that we were supposed to record, being like, all right, are we both good for tonight? Are we sure we can both do it? And then like 10 minutes beforehand, my power goes out or something.
Your power
like that.
goes out, or one of my kids starts projectile vomiting, and it's like, nope, turn the lights on. Speaking of.
So,
this is not a cave.
Us trying to figure out what games we want to record it's not difficult. It's difficult knowing when we are going to get to record them. Because, like, I thought Minish Cap was going to take me, like, I don't know, a month at most. But it's taken us, like, 4 months now. So.
Yeah, it happens. It's life. Yeah. You're in school. I'm a parent. It is what it is.
Yes. But yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.